forward to this.
What's up everyone, how's it going? So Anakin Skywalker does release February 27th, but at the moment we have no idea who's going to be released after it, or if we're going to even be getting anyone. So in this video, I just wanted to kind of speculate about everything and kind of talk about who I think is going to most likely be coming next. And finally, I know it's been so long, but I am going to be going over your guys' top comments. I know I said I'd be doing it in like the past 3 or 4 videos or so, but when I was recording those, I had always run out of time before doing them. So in this video, I most likely do have the time to go over them, and I'm going to be going over quite a bunch of them, so stick around for those. Those always come at the very end of the video after I talk about all my points. But I've got this kind of set up in a few different categories, if you even want to call them, just a bunch of points that I have on who I think is going to be coming next. And let's get started with the first question I have, and that is, are we even going to be getting any new heroes? There's no confirmation at the moment that new heroes are going to be coming, but there has been quite a lot of hints and teases by DICE developers, as well as Ben Walk, community manager for Star Wars Battlefront 2, on new heroes that they would like to see, and just a bunch of hints overall. So I think the main evidence that we are going to be getting some more heroes in 2019 is from either a tweet from Ben Walk or Dennis Brandfall. I can't really remember, but I'll put that tweet up right now, and that basically is them saying that they would love to get more female heroes in the game. And so that post right there really makes me believe that the next hero is either going to be Ahsoka Tano or even Padme, somewhere along those lines. Also, if you remember whenever General Grievous was released in the game, some data miners did go into the files of the game and they did find some audio files of General Grievous actually talking to Padme as well as Ahsoka Tano. So that right there is some big hints that those two are most likely going to be coming sometime in the future for this game, and that makes me really excited. This doesn't confirm anything, but it does mean that they have talked about and at least worked on these two heroes. And this next tweet comes from Ben Walk, and I believe it was tweeted out either late December or early January, one of those two, and he basically was asked what he's most excited for, the new heroes that already been announced, or after February, after those heroes get released, so later in 2019, and his response was 2019 after the new heroes. So this makes me really excited and really curious to see what's going to be coming after Anakin Skywalker is released. And of course, we do know that in March we are getting the new game mode as well as 2 new reinforcements. So already we're off to a pretty good start. The only bad thing is that game mode was supposed to be released this month, but unfortunately it did get delayed once again because it was supposed to come out back in fall, but that got replaced with Geonosis, and then the game mode got moved to February, and now the game mode once again is being moved up to March. So I don't know, from all these tweets and then all these data mines, I really do believe that we are going to be getting some more heroes in 2019 for Star Wars Battlefront 2. So now I'm going to be going over my top heroes that I would love to see. These are just my own opinion. I know everyone's got their own heroes that they want, but personally, if I could choose, let's say 4, it would be Ahsoka Tano, Plo Koon, and if we do get Plo Koon, which is highly unlikely, I would love to have a skin with him where he does have his orange or yellow lightsaber. I'm not sure if it's orange or yellow. It's different in like every comic and game and stuff. I have no idea if it's actually canon or not, but I've always said this in my previous videos. Plo Koon would be a really unique hero because he does have this force power called Force Judgment, which is basically Sith lightning but for the Jedi, and it looks really awesome. But after that, I would probably have to choose Mace Windu. This is something that a lot of people have been requesting. And then for the last hero, I would probably have to do Asajj Ventress because that would be a perfect matchup to Ahsoka Tano. It'd be really great. Those are 2 female heroes and they would just counter each other perfectly. But on to the community's most requested heroes, at least from what I've seen, it's got to be Ahsoka Tano with Asajj Ventress and then Mace Windu. And then for the last hero, I really have no idea. It really varies. I've seen a lot of people want Captain Rex or Commander Cody, and then a lot of people want Jango Fett, and then others want some kind of random Clone Wars hero. But I've also seen Jyn Erso or Director Krennic get requested a lot for Battlefront 2. So that last one is kind of up in the air for the 4th most wanted hero in Star Wars Battlefront 2 by the community. But yeah, I would love to hear what hero you guys want the most, so go ahead and comment down below either your top 5 list or your top 3 or just the hero that you want the most in general. I'd love to hear it, and I do believe a lot of DICE developers do watch videos and stuff, so every comment that you guys do can help increase the chance of that hero being put in the game. But now let's go over to the most likely heroes, and this is going to be based off of common sense. In my opinion, I think at the minimum we're going to get at least 4 more heroes. I know that's kind of stretching it for some people, but I really do think that we are going to get 4 more heroes. heroes. And personally, I think those are going to be Ahsoka Tano paired with Asajj Ventress, and then Padme along with another blaster villain. And who that villain will be, I have no idea, but it's got to be a blaster villain because DICE does like to keep the game as balanced as possible. So I don't know, those are just my thoughts on what hero I think are coming next, if we're even going to be getting a new heroes. So go ahead and comment down below what you guys think, what heroes you want, as well as what hero you guys think are coming the most. So now I'm going to be going over a bunch of your guys' top comments from the past 3 or 4 videos or so, and let's get started with the first one. And this one comes from a user called Sporticus. He's been featured actually I think 2 or 3 times now, and he commented saying, I hope the reinforcements are ARC troopers, and then the other one would be a Magna Guard. And I love a Magna Guard, but I think if they add that one, they would have to do another melee reinforcement, and I think it could be either the Jedi Temple Guard or maybe a basic Jedi. I made a whole video on reinforcements, so if you guys want to check that out, I'll try and remember to leave the link in the description below, but as always, I'll probably forget to do that, so if I do, be sure and comment down below to remind me. But yeah, I think it would have to be a Jedi Temple Guard or a basic Jedi where you can customize it. I think the 2 new reinforcements most likely are going to just be ARC troopers as well as droid commandos, because those would be the most simplest to make, and they could do some pretty unique stuff with them, I won't lie about that. I think the commando droid, they could have their vibro blade, which is like a sword. I think that would be a really unique feature, but as for the ARC trooper, I'm not really too sure what they could do with them other than give them dual blasters, but that's just my thoughts on the reinforcements coming. And so the next comment comes from a user called StormGamer555Vsauce, and I actually pinned this comment just because I laughed at it, and he said, why the Minecraft music? And actually quite a lot of people were commenting about it, and honestly, it's just because it's some good music. I don't really care what game it's from. I know Minecraft is kind of a meme now in the community, but at the end of the day, if it's good music and it's not copyrighted, C418, who created the music, said all you have to do is give him credit and he won't copy strike you or anything, so you can still put ads on your videos, and which is something I do respect, because a lot of music companies, they try and make as much money out of everyone as possible. You see all the videos about copy strike laws, and then everyone's YouTube videos are getting copy strike now. I mean, I remember back then when PewDiePie did a video where he sang a song. I'm not even gonna say the name of the song in this video because that music company might copy strike this video, but he basically just sang it, didn't have any of the original song in the background or any of that, and his whole video got copy striked, and then he lost all the ad revenue from it. So that's probably the main reason why I use this Minecraft music in the background, is because it's copy strike free, and then also it's just some really good music. And sorry, I know that was kind of a long answer, but copy strike laws are pretty crazy, and I really hope YouTube does something to fix it. So the next comment comes from a user called The Big Dip, and he said, this video is so messed up, General Grievous fighting his own droids and playing Minecraft music in Star Wars Battlefront 2. And I got a lot of comments about why General Grievous was fighting his own men, and basically it's a mod called Arcade Improvements. It is for PC, unfortunately, but this allows you to be any hero at any time. It doesn't matter if you're on the light side or dark side, you can be any hero, and it's just kind of a fun mod, so I like to use that a lot. I think it's kind of funny seeing General Grievous fighting droids, because he does have a line in the game where he says, I'm surrounded by idiots, and so it just kind of fits with that line, and it's something I can see General Grievous do, fighting his own droids, because he just gets so mad at them. But the next comment comes from a user called Sosaman OTF. I probably butchered that name, so I'm sorry, and this comes from my Should Star Wars Battlefront 3 Happen, and he said, numbers don't lie. Battlefront 2, with all its controversy, managed to still sell over 7 million copies by the end of 2017. Battlefield 5 flopped by the end of 2018. EA should just pull all the developers from Battlefield 5, sorry Battlefield fans, and just abandon that game and have DICE focus solely on Battlefront and the next Mirror's Edge. And this is actually a really good, interesting comment, so thank you for that. And I'm gonna have to halfway disagree with you, because of course it is EA. They're not just gonna take all the developers away from Battlefield 5, because that is their own game basically, because Star Wars is owned by Disney and everything, but EA actually owns everything to the Battlefield franchise, so that's never going to happen, unfortunately. But I do think they should at least pull some developers from Battlefield 5 onto Battlefront 2 or Battlefront 3 if they're going to be making that game, because right now it is taking just so long to get content released. I mean, I won't lie, the content that we are getting is very good and I'm super excited for it, but if we had just gotten a little bit more developers, we could be getting content much faster and a lot more. I mean, we can't even get any new weapons because everyone else is just working on these new heroes in the game mode and all of that. So it's really unfortunate to see that EA did pull a lot of developers from Battlefront 2 onto Battlefield 5, so it would be nice to see them kind of flip that and then take Battlefield 5 developers and have them work on Battlefront 2 some more, because Battlefront 2 is a gold mine for money. I mean, the amount of skins they can make and the amount of money they can make from those skins is unreal. All these YouTubers made videos about top skins they want to see, and it's just kind of sad that they're not taking advantage of it, because it's a win-win situation for everyone, because not only will the players be getting a lot of new skins to use, but EA would also be making quite a lot of money off of them. So that was a good comment, thank you for that. And then the next one comes from a user called Contigo or Contigo. Tijo, and he says, I mean, I think they should. It is sort of a fresh start with a new game. If they nail the launch, then Battlefront 3 can be a huge game. And that right there is very true. I think that's something a lot of people are forgetting is if DICE just waits till like 2022 or 2023, they could even be working on the game for like 4 or 5 years or so, and they could just release this huge Star Wars game with loads of content. I mean, I'm talking at least 30 heroes at launch. And then like I said in my Battlefront 3 video, they should have every single piece of content from this current game and then add it on to the new game and then just add a whole lot more. I mean, I know a lot of fans would be upset that they would have to pay $60 for it again, but honestly, I wouldn't even care. I would much rather pay the money for a bunch of new content rather than getting a new hero or maybe some reinforcements every month or so. So yeah, I gotta agree with that comment right there. But that's actually going to do it for today's top comments and today's video. So thank you all so much for watching. If you have watched it all the way to this point, comment hello there if you made it to this point in the video. But again, thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know again what heroes you want to see the most, as well as what heroes you think are going to be coming next in Star Wars Battlefront 2. And if you are new, be sure and subscribe for more Star Wars news, gameplay, and more, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next one.